As experiments go, it's not the most scientific, but it certainly shows biofuels can stand their ground against fossil fuels.
Yeah! Andy Barnes! That was an amazing performance. What do you reckon, Andy? There's nothing in it. I mean, point proven, I think.
Gotta be. Absolutely, it's that close.
Biofuels.
Nothing in it.
Back to business. The rapeseed press Dick found on the web has arrived.
You've saved the day with this one. There is no way I would have been able to make one of these from Andy's farm scrap.
We can just continually feed in rape. The screw thread means that we're going to be pushing the rape all the way through. Oil comes out at one side, the cake that comes out here, Andy can feed to his cattle, yeah? And all we have to do is drive it.
To drive the press, they're salvaging this scrap lawnmower and will convert its petrol engine to run on biogas. It's a prime gases like methane. Normally, an engine needs both petrol and air. It combines them inside the cylinders where a mini explosion creates the movement. However, if the petrol is disconnected, it can be replaced with methane by adding the gas directly with the air. The engine requires no modification. The only requirement is the correct pressure on the gas. A bit of tinkering later, and they're ready to test the mower using methane from a canister.
Let's get it started on petrol and let's squirt some methane in and see what happens.
That should then just mix with the air to create an explosive mixture that makes the pistons go up and down, and we shouldn't need the petrol at all.
Get the methane ready. Get the methane ready. Let's get it started and then just turn off the petrol.
The plan is to start up the mower, then pump methane directly into the engine. If it keeps going when they disconnect the petrol, it's a success.
Here we go, we've got pressure.
It works. The lawnmower runs on methane, which means it should run on biogas.
Absolutely marvellous, isn't it? Ripping job.
We've got natural power.
Yeah.
Okay, now we have to use it.
Andy moves in to attach the lawnmower to the rapeseed press.
You ready for this, mate?
Yeah, ready, get set.
Whoa!
They're using a system of belts and pulleys to make the connection. With everything joined together, it's time to start up and try out the press.
So see if you can take the load. You ready?
There we go, I'm ready. Yes! Excellent.
The press is working, but does it make oil?
Here we go.
That's oil! We struck oil! That's amazing!
So methane, make it all work, and we got oil. Okay, more. Right.
It's a fantastic result. They can make an alternative fuel for the grain dryer. A key part of the project is in place. Now they must finish constructing the plant that will produce biogas to power the press. The gas plant will consist of a digester that will contain cow manure and generate methane gas. The gas will be collected in a storage tank, upturned in a bath of water. The digester is pretty much finished, but there is still lots to do on the storage tank.
Right, our half a tank gas holding swimming pool. I'll get the bitumen in it, yeah, because that way we waterproof this and we allow for any little bits of movement.
Yeah. Don't skimp on the coat thickness.
I'm going to use that whole 25 litres in here.
With a coat of sealant for the water bath and a guide system to keep the storage tank upright, it's time to put it all together. The first step is to set the storage tank in position. Even though it's been cut in half, it's still an impressive sight.
There's not many people who got one of those in their garden.
The upturned tank needs to be positioned exactly in the centre of the water bath.
So you come about here, Richie. Not yet, no. Right, how are we on the measuring sticks?
That's perfect. Right there, hold there.
You're 89 and you are 93. I think we'll live with that. Andy, spot on. It's within 5 mil all the way round. Perfect.
As the dust settles, Andy can now see just how much gas will be on his doorstep.
I've got oxyacetylene bottles there that I weld with, and they're like this big. And that will create a horrendous amount of flame and gas. And we had got something... I'll tell you the truth, I think I need to check my insurance policy.
Next, the water bath has to be built up high enough for the internal tank to be fully submerged.
Right, okay, into you further.
I'm just going to see if I can get something in there so we don't lose it. Oh, like that. There we go. Right.
With everything secure, the storage tank is ready to be filled with water.
I'm going to promise whether that's going to leak or not. It's the tank we're worried about.
Close another tenner. Let's get some water in here. Right.
As the water floods in, there's two things on everyone's minds. Will the storage tank float up? And more importantly, is that bath watertight?
Oh, look, you've got a leak there. I'll cost you a tenner. Just practicing, Andy.
Nothing there.
Just practicing.
But then, Andy spots this.
Oh, dear.
It's a small leak caused by the force of the incoming water. It's not at the bottom of the tank and can be easily fixed.
That's trivial. To be fair, that's not classed as a leak. I'm more interested in the bottom.
We can fix it, Andy.
As more water goes in, they're waiting to see if it will float.
That sounds like the tank's moving. We should be over there watching it, yeah? Come on. If we've actually heard that noise, which must have been the tank moving, yeah, that means there's enough water to start it floating, which means we seem to be doing quite well on the bottom, don't we?
The bottom does look good, and that is probably the biggest issue.
A little later, and the water's in. The inner storage tank has floated up because it still has some air left in it.
Dick, if I let the air out, do you want to check what kind of pressure we're getting?
Go for it, mate.
All right.
It's good.
Dick, that is brilliant news.
The release of air shows the storage tank gives plenty of pressure. It's the big moment. Jem's ready to feed that digester a big helping of muck.
Right, Andy, go, mate.
Do not turn this on until I'm ready. There's some jokes that I just don't laugh at.
You say that.
I smelled that slurry quite close up. Right, that's quite a long way down the inlet pipe.
You ready for the slurry?
Fire up the poo tube.
Go. You ready?
Hundreds of litres of somewhat watery slurry enter the digester. While the gas is being made, small amounts of extra manure will need adding to make sure that there's fresh food for the bacteria. Dick uses a dipstick to measure the correct depth inside.
It's filling quite quickly.
How's that?
When it's half full, we add the culture.
The culture is a concentrated dose of the special bacteria needed to make biogas.
Here comes the culture.
You can see it's reacting already in those things. Better culture would do me some good.
The manure already contains the required bacteria naturally, but this is like a booster charge that will kickstart the digester into producing gas.
It's a weird black-green colour. I didn't know what to expect. Oh, no, I don't want it spraying on me.
No, just think what that bacteria's going to do for us, yeah?
I know, these are our friends.
Yeah, they are. Get it all in, don't waste any. All the lumps, mate.
All right.
Great, time for more slurry.
All right, ease it in gently.
That's us, we're filled. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Apart from a bit of mopping up, Project Biogas is complete. The digester now has to be left for about a month for the biogas to form and fill the gas tank.
What's it like to be the proud owners of a biogas plant, eh?
Absolutely super job, isn't it, eh?
It's all up and functioning. It's full of slurry, you got the bacteria in there, and it's nice and warm. The radiator's producing heat, which is helping it all turn over. But at the moment, we're just short of turning the tap on, and then gas can come out of this and go that way.
When we come back in a month's time, that's going to have risen right up, so it's stuffed full of methane. Then the methane can be tapped off on that pipe, and out of here, it comes. You can then pop that into your engine. The engine fires up the press. The press then starts squeezing the oil out the rapeseed, and you've pretty much got your fuel for your grain dryer.
Absolutely brilliant. Congratulations, boys.
Thank you.
All that remains is to open the valve which will allow the gas to move from the digester into the storage tank.
Wait for it, wait for it. Go! Yeah! When we come back in 4 weeks, this is going to be awesome. Be good.
Very much. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
There we are, boys. All we got to do now is stand back and wait for him to rise.
A few weeks later, Dick and Jem are back and can't wait to see how much the gas tank has risen.
Oh, yeah! That's what we like to see.
There's definitely gas in there.
Do you know something? That proves the whole system works.
Yeah.
Good, lovely sunshine, gas being made. I'm impressed by that.
I've got to go and see what's going on up there. There's a good amount of gas.
He's done a lot of work, mate.
Oh, there's got to be at least half a tank full in there. I think that's ace. That's amazing, though, that we have turned that waste slurry into something potentially really useful.
Andy! We got gas!
You have.
We've moved the tank over there so as you get more sunlight.
Yeah.
Because the heat on the tank's warming the gas, and that's very important.
Yeah.
The hotter the weather is, the more he rises.
Do you know what the gas is? Have you checked it
I haven't
yet?
got a clue.
You haven't?
I haven't checked no gas.
We don't know if it's flammable yet, then.
No, it could be a lot of hot air.
We've got to do some kind of flammability test.
So, will the Planet Mechanics biogas actually burn?